Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Frostpunk in our The Black Faith series. Faith isn't too black yet, but it's getting there. We're starting to, we got the Faith Keepers established at the end of the last episode, and we're very much getting close to a point where, alright, we should have the technology now to go ahead and do a, let's see, not a power upgrade, but we can improve heaters. The generator is on overdrive right now. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. But the heaters will at least get us started. But yeah, we're working on a couple things right now. We need to improve heaters, but then we're also going to need to improve our resource storage because we're about to hit our cap. We also need to make sure that we're producing more steel because right now we just can't, we don't have enough steel to keep up with demand for it. Now, I did queue up, as I recall... Oh no, I don't think I've built the second field kitchen yet. I built one field kitchen. It's over there. Oh wait, no, I need to put workers in it, that's why. Now, hang on a second. What's going on here? Inoperative... Oh, it's because it's during the day? Is that why? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It doesn't operate at night. I kind of, for some reason, I kind of just thought it would. But, hang on, let me make sure that that's the only one, in fact, that I've built. Just want to make sure. Yeah, that's right, I ran out of steel. Okay, just triple checking myself. All right, so we can do field kitchen by these medical buildings, and that will help. It looks like there's something there, but that's just a tower. Oh, that's the shrine. That's what it is. Alright, so field kitchen right next to the temple. Now the temple, I believe, will probably have its main ability open to it. Oh, no, it actually doesn't. Not just yet. We don't have enough food rations to do evening prayers, but we will soon. Alright, research station, explore. Inside the ransacked station, we found Tesla's audio diary. A voice speaks. All the observed changes, like suns dimming, volcanic ash, could not have caused such cooling. But what if the huge quake of 1887 in Patagonia was an asteroid strike? There's shouting, crashes, and then silence. Numerous tracks lead from the door towards the mountains. So resources will be taken. We can get some steel from this, some steam cores, and some wood. Speaking of steel, we have a scout already heading back with some steel. But let's send you guys to the cave hideout, because that potentially, I think, will bring more survivors. I think ultimately what I need to do now, I mean, we can have the automaton working during the night, but once the work shift starts back up during the day, we're probably going to have... Alright, we have 4 MPTs now. We're probably going to have workers take over that location. Wood theft. Someone has stolen 101 wood from the stockpiles. People are saying it was the Londoners gathering supplies for their journey. It seems this ridiculous idea of leaving for London is gaining traction. Ask the Faith Keepers for help. Alright, so they succeeded. Scouts have reached the cave hideout. We climbed up to the cave. A low stone wall stands across its entrance. Behind it, we can see several men. Explore. As we approach the cave, its inhabitants pull out rifles and take positions behind the wall, barring the entrance. They are in bad shape, weak from malnourishment and illness. The scouts will try to reason with the Americans and convince them to join us. Talk to them. Nothing like small talk. Seeing that we have no ill intentions, the Americans told us how they dealt justice to the inventor after expelling him from his city. We buried Tesla's battered body in the cave and are heading home with these poor wretches in tow. 36 more workers of the most basic variety. And in just 3 hours, we're going to get a nice shipment of steel to help us with some of the things we're trying to work towards here. Alright, generator stress is critical. I've got to turn off overdrive, which means it's going to get real cold real fast. I need 50 steel. There we go. Got it. Alright, so improved heaters is currently being researched. But we can go for mechanical calculators after that, which is sorely needed. Let me send you guys back out to... We'll send you to Tesla's grave. Alright, now we are full on wood again. definitely a lot of cold people at the moment. Also, we don't have a ton of food. Oh, you know what I can do, though? Finally. Food for the hungry. Sir, our faith keepers have found someone's illegal stash of food. It's quite big, so they plan to distribute amongst people in need, but perhaps you'd like it to be used another way. Hope will rise, the hungry will be fed, 100 food rations will be added to the stockpile, hope will fall slightly. Let's say the keepers have the right idea. We're still going to go dark with some of our decisions here in a bit, but we don't have that option just yet. Okay, improved heaters researched. So those should now raise temperatures in all workplaces a little bit more. Speaking of that, let's take a look at what heaters are running and what heaters are not. Because we can afford to have more heaters turned on than this. You can turn that one on. That's not being worked at the moment, so it's okay. Alright, so just turned a bunch of them on, which means we're going to start using a lot more coal than we're currently producing, but that's all part of the plan. Let's go ahead and research mechanical calculators, because what I would really like is the power upgrade to where we can have just straight up... Well, we can go ahead and do the efficiency upgrade to burn less coal, but even before then... I don't know. What should I do first? Screw it. Let's do the efficiency upgrade just to make sure that we have that in place. I need the heat ASAP, and we're starting to hit our coal cap once again. So, I have the steel for an additional resource depot. Let's go ahead and build another. We have a lot of sick people at the moment, due to the fact that it's bloody cold. Alright, we need to get this Faith Kitchen worked. Good. Hope rises. Probably should have done that sooner. Okay, now I said I was going to do this before. We have some scouts on the way back with steel. I guess I'll let the Automaton have his way for one more day, but we need workers there at that steelworks. We also need to go ahead and build steam steelworks, right? Because we've researched that. How much does it cost to do an upgrade? 15 steel. Good, get it done then. Temple has influenced some people to mend their ways, so the Londoner count is going down. We've had another amputee. We have 9 amputees now. Discontent is rising. Book of Laws. We can do a House of Healing. Doesn't require engineers, treats the gravely ill, and gives all patients a small hope bonus. Heals people more slowly than the infirmary. Righteous denunciation is the duty of the faithful. To denounce wickedness is a sign of true compassion to bring the wicked to light. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after 1 day and 12 hours. Small amounts of resources may be uncovered as well. Occasionally lowers discontent. Occasionally recovers small amounts of resources, and discontent will rise. Sign. Cracks me up. Alright, we need food rations, though, in order to do some of the church-related activities that have been helping us out. Another theft. Captain, the Londoners are stealing again. They've taken 104 wood from the stockpiles. People are angry that the Londoners are putting their crazy idea before the needs of the city. Ask the Faith Keepers for help. Faith Keepers succeeded. Good. Now you need to be coal storage, and I also need, looks like, more wood storage. What have we here? Caught red-handed. Our Faith Keepers did well. They got the goods back, but more importantly, they caught one of the thieves. Now we can put an end to the stealing. They're asking what we should do with the thief. Let him go, but next time he'll have to repent. Banish him. Our people will decide his fate. Oh, we could banish him. Let's banish him. This person will have to leave the city forever. Good riddance. Away with you. There are ups and downs, but we're alive. Let's keep it that way. Indeed. Scouts number 3 have returned safely to the city with some steel, some steam cores, and some wood. First thing we're going to do is use those materials to build you guys some houses, because you need them. So 1, 2, looks like is what's required. And we definitely need some additional food. We're out of wood again, too. That's really... I need to get that upgrade finished. Didn't quite get finished fast enough. We have plenty of engineers to work some of these jobs, which is good. But I also need... Yep, one more hunter's hangar. Just bugs me that the road doesn't go all the way in front of those buildings anymore. So we'll fix that. Alright, now you need to go back. We'll send you to the Dreadnought Landing, then to the Ice Corridor. So I guess one of the next things I need to do is get some more steam hubs built. And on that note, hang on, let's go ahead and turn the automaton off, have workers take over at the steel works. A tip from a believer. Captain, a woman has revealed that she knows where some of the Londoners gather. Will act on the information. Some Londoners will be persuaded to stay. Well done. Good. We're down to 22. All right. I have to say I'm having less... I shouldn't say this, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm having less trouble against the Londoners than I thought I would. So, that's kind of an interesting twist on things, because I really thought I'd have to be really pushing those hard laws on people. Alright, so people's homes are ready. We have lots of hungry folks, but lots of food being produced. Alright, what have we here? Tesla's grave. Go ahead and go to the frozen pond. Oh, you definitely need to be getting more wood. Now we have lots of steel. So, next order of business. Steam hub. Absolutely. We need a steam hub near all of these buildings over here. We could do one over here as well. Well, hang on. We've got one building there, which means it'll heat that area. Let's do one there. And again, these will just be for... Now this one needs to stay on at all times. Alright, generator efficiency upgrade researched. That's good. Let's go ahead and go for... Can we go for mechanical calculators? No, we can't. We can do the range upgrade. Overdrive couplings could be good for heat as well. Or it may be ideal to go ahead and go for... See, we've researched coal mining, but I haven't actually built a coal mine yet, because I haven't needed to. The thumpers are doing fine. Let's go ahead and do gathering post insulation, since we are focusing so much on gathering. Or maybe, how close are we to... See, I want that heat upgrade so people are less generally miserable. But then again, we're about to get a heat boost as well. So that's not going to be as important, at least for a little while. Outpost depot? Yeah, let's do that so that we don't put that off for too much longer. That way we can start collecting resources from outside while we have the opportunity. All right, this is just for workplaces, so we're going to have it function during the working hours. If we build a second one... See, this one would literally be just for one here unless I did additional, like another... I could have coal thumpers out in front here, eventually. So I don't know that that's the smartest use of my coal to have another one running right here. I could also put it right here, and when I get the range upgrade on these, it would help both of those buildings. Let's do that. Alright, what do we have here? A few are persuaded. A member of the Londoners is talking to a crowd. He's trying to scare as many as possible into joining the exodus to London, but his visions of doom ring false in the ears of the people who are content with the situation in our city. So we can let him speak. The number of Londoners will rise. We can ask a cleric to to reassure people. The number of Londoners will rise slightly. And we can disperse the crowd. Let's disperse the crowd. This is the Black Faith, after all. Discontent will rise and people may get hurt. But that way, there are no more Londoners. How can you treat us like that just for listening to someone? Well, these people need to shut up. Alright, let's go ahead and set that one to working hours only. Alright, so we're in free time at the moment. Scouts have reached the frozen pond. Have they now? Explore. Nothing to do here, but we found the supply depot. Go. Now you still don't have anything to do. I know that. This sawmill, actually I don't know why I still have this sawmill here. I've been leaving this unattended for a while. Let's go ahead and dismantle it. What do we have? Another theft. Captain, the Londoners are stealing again. They've taken 126 wood from the stockpiles. People are angry that the Londoners are putting their crazy idea before the needs of the city. Ask the Faithkeepers for help. 126 wood this time. Greedy bastards. Alright, so let's go to the ice corridor with you guys. We have 19 Londoners remaining. Faithkeepers failed. One of our people died. One of our Faithkeepers was beaten to death whilst investigating a theft. We caught one of the thieves, but he's not the murderer. What should we do with him? Banish him. This person will lead the city forever. Alright, we have a lot of ill at the moment. So we can go ahead and build some additional healthcare facility locations if we wanted to. We do just one more. And once I have the temperature rising, things will generally be better. Another thing I can do is, in 9 hours, I can sign that law that will give me the faith healing building. Did the Automaton just start helping with that construction project? Nice. Alright, so with that temperature jump, the number of sick should drop a little bit. It just dropped a moment ago because we built that new building, but hidden stash, good. Got some raw food and some wood. So why don't you go ahead and come back, then. How about that? You know, to tell you the truth, this steam hub doesn't really need to be running any more than the other one does. Right now, it's not helping too many buildings. I could change that by building a new coal thumper, or I can go ahead and build coal mines. Where are our current shrines? Right there. Let's do another shrine there.
Go to work. Lord be with us as we labor today.
All right. We do not have the food rations. We might soon. All right, let's go ahead and do ceremonial service. All right, good. We'll queue up evening prayers as well to get some Londoners to mend their ways. And then you have arrived in the ice corridor. Nothing to do here. Icebound Dreadnought. Scouts have almost finished scouting everything out. It's nice to see a downward tendency on the Londoners. Alright, good. Outpost Depot's been researched, which means I can now go ahead and go for mechanical calculators. We need that heat upgrade ASAP, especially because we have a huge temperature drop coming up in not long at all. But next thing I can do as soon as I have 45 steel is build an outpost depot. It warms the soul, so our people appreciate the field kitchen we built for them. They've sent a delegation to thank you. We've already thanked our brothers in faith who run the kitchen, and we'll keep them in our prayers in this frozen wasteland. Anything that keeps one warm is a lifesaver. Hope will rise. And law. So, purpose. House of Healing. Sign.
Hear me! New law in the city.
That's a perfect spot for it, back behind the temple. And it is heated. Alright, so with that being done, I can go ahead and have 10 people working there. Hope rises as a result of that. Now we have a strong downward tendency on the Londoners.
Labor is done. Thank you, Lord.
Today's labor is done. Good. Alright. People are hungry. Yeah, I was noticing that. Let's feed them. I'm gonna just give a minor promise. Let's feed them. There are 21 hungry. Scouts have reached the icebound dreadnought. There is some food incoming. That'll help somewhat. Most of the machinery aboard the USS Prometheus has been dismantled and taken away. The massive steam hammer used to split the thickest ice lies broken by the ship's bow. Ooh, wood and steel. The dreadnought is stripped of useful machinery, but its hulk contains enough steel to justify establishing an outpost here. On the bridge we found a log with Tesla's last orders. Transfer all supplies and able-bodied survivors aboard Hephaestus. Take the amputees only if you have prostheses to make them useful. Take resources. Ruined warehouse. Yeah, go ahead and look while you're here, and we might send you back, because those supplies sound handy. Alright, the temple has influenced some people to mend their ways. There are now only 15 Londoners. We need to feed people, though. So, let's see what else we can do. We have workers enough for more Hunter's Hangars. And potentially another hothouse. Actually, definitely another hothouse. We could put one here, for instance. I'd rather have one in a heat zone, though, like here. That makes the most sense. Let's have it next to the existing one, to where it's heated. That way we're producing more food that way. Scouts have reached the ruined warehouse. With moderate effort, we were able to remove the crates containing supplies from under the snow. We'll put them to good use in our city. So, wood and food. And there still is one more location nearby. It's just 6 hours away, so do it. Yeah, the Automatons is definitely helping with building. Sir, several of the people who wanted to flee to London have decided to trust you and stay. They say that your recent decisions convince them there's hope for us here yet. I'm glad to hear that. I have to say, things are considerably less dark so far than I thought they would be. You can disband the scouts at the beacon or send them back out into Frostland. So that got us some food right there. Can I go ahead and use any abilities? Nope, already used them all. Never mind. Never mind. I'll send the scouts out this way, but there might not be more to do just yet. Alright, 2 hours and more... Oh no, they're actually still traveling out in the world.
Go to work. Lord, be with us as we labor today.
Okay, yeah, 10 engineers. Let's turn the heater on. A tip from a believer. Captain, a woman has revealed that she knows where some of the Londoners gather. Will act on the information. Some Londoners will be persuaded to stay. Yay. Alright, so where are you? Damaged snowcat. There used to be a large snowcat. Its steam turbine must have exploded, turning it into a heap of junk. Explore. We found several huge bags inside the wreck. We'll surely find a use for their frozen contents. Wrecked vehicle or stone ship. Also found nearby. Now, that's plenty of materials that I need to bring back. There's more to explore, for sure. Let's go ahead and send that scout back. This scout that's still traveling, we'll have them go to the damaged snowcat instead. That way they can go to the wrecked vehicle and stone ship next. Seems like a sensible way to split efforts. There we go. Mechanical calculators has been researched, which means I now have access to tier 3 technologies, including the second generator power upgrade. So let's go ahead and get that as soon as possible because we're about to have a huge temperature drop. And on top of that, I've already got all the houses upgraded, but we're going to have more soon, I think. Or more people to house soon. We have another steam steel works that we need to build. Forgot about that. Let's go ahead and do that because we need steel as a rule. And then we need these coal mines built. We might just get the Londoners... Oh, what happened? Sir, a dying old man has written a letter to you from the House of Healing. I will die a good death in due time, not in pain from illness or cold. I will die in peace, knowing that our city is in good hands. You understand that more than food or shelter? People need something to nourish their souls. For this, I thank you. May he depart in peace. Oh. Dang it, this is supposed to be a dark series. I'm not supposed to feel touched right now. Good lord. Alright, so... let's go ahead and turn on both heaters, because we're going to need them. Let some engineers work that one. Some workers work that one. And now our coal production should get a little better going forward. Now I can also do a shrine near those workplaces. Kind of important. We do have lots more food now, but it's saying that I have more hungry. The temple has influenced some people to mend their ways, so we're down to 8 Londoners in the city. And I guess I need to stop this episode here, but I want to kind of see... I want to see if we can fix this starvation problem before the end of the night. Because we have the rations, but we're slowly running out. Maybe at the end of the night, people will be better. Good. Down to 6 Londoners. Book of Laws. Purpose. Public penance. To err is human, but those who stray must do public penance to discourage others from the path of evil. Only then can they be forgiven. Each use raises hope, each use lowers discontent. Public penance can cause injuries. Discontent will rise. Sign.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Okay, we need people to frickin' eat. I promised people that I would feed them. I've got more than enough food. Alright, let's see if it'll happen now. 8 people need to eat, and we've got tons of food. Alright, generator power upgrade 2 researched. So we're moving up to that level. I can also turn on overdrive for the time being. That will help since the temperature just dropped. Now I think what I need to do is... we can do any of these, really. Let's go ahead and go for the steam coal mines. That's going to, I think, represent the biggest jump to our production. We would need to build... well, we could also build steam coal thumpers and build additional gathering posts for people to work. That's where the bulk of our coal's been coming from so far. Let's do that, since that's what we've been trusting. Alright, I'll stop this one here since we've got, well, hang on, let's see if the hunger situation goes away. No, of course not. It's going to stay, for whatever dumb reason. Alright, once again, we've hit our wood cap, but we're doing okay despite that. You can despite the scouts at the beacon or send them back to the Frostland, I know. That did bring some additional food in, which is also nice. Hopefully that means that at the beginning of the next episode, we'll see that issue go away. But, yeah. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New ones are coming out every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.